More and more rumours are being reported about the Pico 4S and what features it's going to have. So let's talk about it. The latest rumour, which we sort of already really knew, but for some reason it's being reported again, that the chip that's coming with it, the SoC, is going to be the same as the Quest 3 and probably the Quest 3S when that gets released. And the other rumour, well, it's not really a rumour, it's kind of well known now, we're going to be losing the tracking rings, which is going to make it, again, very similar to the Quest 3 and Quest Pro controllers. Remember those? But the other big rumour is that the Pico 4 trackers, the original ones, have had an upgrade, which sort of already knew about because they've had beta testing on the ability to try these out, the Pico 2.0 trackers, and I can imagine that they might release at the same time as the Pico 4S, which would be really cool. It kind of would be even more awesome if they released it as a package. Unfortunately, it would have been even more awesome if they'd have actually had the Blitz Rhythm game feature that as part of the trackers that are coming. But the information I sort of have is suggesting that we're going to see something possibly in the next couple of months. And as more and more of these leaks are coming out, I would suggest that it's going to be sooner rather than later. But again, when it comes to the trackers, we've also seen in the Pico Connect software that you can now use the trackers in PC gaming, as in like with VR chat. And that works with the old trackers as well as the new ones that are being released. And it's going to be really interesting because those trackers, the original ones, I found them to be really good. We never actually found out a price of what they were expected to sell at, but we kind of hope that it would be, you know, under the £50 mark. And if they were a similar price to, for example, the PlayStation VR adapter thing, then that would kind of make sense, wouldn't it? £50 mark. But hopefully when it does release, we're going to see this bundle of the 2.0 trackers and the Pico 4S. My main other thing that I've seen a lot of people doing, and well, I sort of did it myself, but it was sort of a prove a point that I really think the Quest 3S name is stupid, because the Pico 4S is going to be the same standard as the Quest 3, not the Quest 3S. The Quest 3S is going to actually be a downgrade on the Quest 3. So it's really interesting to see these two different companies taking a completely different approach on the naming conventions. It's a weird one. It really is a weird one. Quest 3S doesn't make sense. Quest 3 Lite might have made more sense. Also, some of the rumours coming out that it might be running Meta Horizon OS. I think we can quite easily say that that's not going to be the case. Although I did put a tweet out last week. I thought it'd be quite interesting to see if dual boot was a thing. Because dual booting an OS, so you had both Meta Horizon OS and you had the Pico OS operating system, would be kind of cool, because you could then access all the games that you can't currently access. It would be even better if Meta had thought, instead of just having Horizon OS, having the Horizon Store available on multiple devices. That would make things very interesting. But I don't think they're as open source as they would like to suggest. Either way, on all of this, I can quite easily say that the Pico 4S is going to be as good a headset as the Quest 3. Sorry, I've got crisps stuck in my mouth. And potentially even a little bit better for the fact that it doesn't have to worry about the battery cooling, and you can probably run the chip at a slightly higher, whatever they want to call it, I can't remember. But the other bigger news, I suppose, would be the fact that it's going to come with more RAM than the Quest 3, which is very similar to what Pico 4 did when it came to the Quest 2 when the Pico 4 was released. We'll have to see what kind of storage it's got as well. But coming back to the dual boot idea, it'd be quite interesting to see what else they could boot. Because, let's face it, we know that Pico have been quite relaxed when it comes to the ability to do things with the Pico 4 rather than taking the Quest approach, again, where they say they're an open source, but Are they really? Are they? No. They want to compete with Apple, don't they? Let's face it. They want to make it sound as though they're actually open source, but they're not really. Things might change there. It's another reason why I can't see Horizon OS coming on to the Pico. More for the fact that America don't generally play nice with the country that Pico's from. I might be wrong. But anyway, thoughts are there. What do you think? Which one would you pick up? There's going to be 3 very viable headsets at the moment to be choosing from. We've got the Quest 3, the Quest 3S, which is a downgrade. I still struggle so much with that. And then the Pico 4S. And the Pico 4, that might drop in considerable amount of money. But with all these features, how much are we expecting the Pico 4S to actually cost? Because I think it's going to be more around the Quest 3 price, but with a lot more PC support. I would really like to see the Pico 4S have eye tracking and face tracking like the Pico 4 Pro, but I think for the price, that's a tricky one. But it's a waiting game. I don't think we're going to have to wait too much longer. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one. Goodbye.